I would like to start by asking our pipe major, wherever he is, the customary drum of our wonderful Deanston malt whisky. Thank you very much, and thanks to the band. That was just a great start off. So I'm now going to hand over to Scott Mason.
Thank you, Provost. Welcome, good morning, here to the beautiful banks of the River Teith. It's a good turnout on the reflection of last season. Last season was all doom and gloom. We had a good year. We were one fish less than we were the year before. So looking forward, it's now the International Year of the Salmon. So let's be positive, have a good day, enjoy yourself, hopefully catch a few fish. The first 8 days of the season are completely free as long as you fish in accordance with the rules. We would prefer if you did debarb your hooks, obviously during this period, but other than that, have fun. I would just like to say something before I hand over to Provost Simpson. We lost our stalwart Callander last week and a true friend of Stirling Council Fisheries. So today, Joe, this is for you.
Firstly, I'd like to say this year marks the 9th running of this very successful event, and it keeps getting more successful every year. I would like to thank all our sponsors whose generosity makes this event possible. In particular, Deanston Distillery, very important. They supply the delicious whisky. Monaghan Moore and the Lewis family for catering, Campbell's for shortbread, Angling Active Stirling, who do the media and marketing, the Doonan Deanston Pipe Band, who lead our parade up to the river, and of course Stirling Council. Ours is one of the few publicly owned salmon fisheries in Scotland, owned and operated by Stirling Council, and our aim is to offer affordable salmon fishing for everybody. Anglers will be pleased to hear that the cost of the permit for this year has not been increased. In fact, it's been frozen, a bit like the weather. And that's not something you're going to hear often in local authority circles, particularly around budget setting time. I also believe that the parking today in Callander was free. And we have our Chief Executive, Carol Beattie, here with us. And I see she's getting visibly paler by the minute when she hears about all of this giveaway stuff that we're doing. But it's really important that we show anglers how much we value them at this time. So thanks to our efficient and committed fisheries officer, Scott Mason, I am happy to report also that in partnership with Angling Active, we continue to lead the way in habitat protection and conservation methods. So thank you, Scott. It's now my great pleasure to invite our guest of honour, James Stokoe, who is himself a renowned and indeed, I think, a celebrity.
Don't say that, I'm not. Far from it.
Angler. And he's going to say a few words, and then he's going to open the fishery with the customary award to the river, very important, of a quaich of our excellent Deanston malt. Thank you.
Right, guys, I will not keep you too long because I can see you're all desperate to get on the water. A little bit about myself first. My name's James Stokoe, and I was fortunate enough to take part of a fishing programme on TV called The Big Fish. Now, this pitted 8 anglers, amateur anglers, against each other. We ended up travelling across the world from Iceland, Cuba to Costa Rica, Zambia. It was very competitive. Like I say, it was a reality TV programme, so we were battling against each other. And somehow I managed to get to all 6 locations, and I managed to win it. And it was strange. No matter where I went around the world, you get talking to anglers, as you do. And whenever you mention what type of fishing you do, salmon fishing, everyone's interested. I think sometimes we forget how iconic these fish actually are. We get people travelling from around the world to come to these shores, this river here, my home river, the Tyne, which I'm fortunate enough to be a guide on, just to catch these fish. And as Scott mentioned before, it's the Atlantic salmon. Why not the decade? Why not the century? It's such an important fish. And each and every single one of you guys here today have a massive part to play. And you might be thinking, what on earth is this crazy Geordie guy going on about? But each time you speak to someone, you post something on social media, you're broadcasting what we're trying to do. And this day today, this amazing day, goes a lot further than just the local economy, the local people here, the businesses. It's worldwide. People will see what we're trying to do. This fish is so important, and it is critical that we educate people in the right way, whether it's handling methods, the way we fish for them, barbless hooks, whatever. We've got to educate people and show them what's actually on their doorsteps. I'm actually gobsmacked of what you guys have got here. Standing here looking at that beautiful backdrop with this incredible river on your doorstep. It's so accessible. And there's too many people these days that are put off by salmon angling because of that old perception. It's too expensive. You've got to be a certain person to do it. You've got to have a certain lifestyle to earn a certain amount of money. It's not expensive. I mean, look at all the different characters we've got here from walks of life, different backgrounds. That's what it's about. That's what salmon fishing is. You don't have to be a certain type of person. Lastly, can I just say it's an absolute honour to be here to open this river for the 2019 season because of what I do for a living. I'm a full-time salmon guide on the River Tyne, and I know how much this river, this day, and these fish mean to you. So I want you to go there today, guys. Try and get us a springer, but most importantly, just enjoy it, because deep down, that is what fishing is all about. If you feel it in here and in here, that is all that matters. I think we should get this show on the road. Right, guys, as this beautiful whiskey hits the water, I can officially announce that the 2019 salmon fishing season on the River Teith is now open.